folks. Hello, everybody. Good to have you with us. Let's see. I think we got all the settings. Say something, Jenifer. Say hi. There you are. Okay, you're working. Welcome, everyone. Except Jenifer can't hear me. There you are. She's scowling. That's not a good
What
sign.
happened to my volume?
I hear you. I don't know.
My volume died.
You're there. I hear you. But you're delayed. Well, while she sorts that out, which she will, I'm sure. She has that furrowed brow look. That means it'll get fixed soon. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you. I don't know. Say something. She's not hearing us at all. You're making noise. Somebody tell her I can hear her. I don't know. We hear you. Okay. This is an exciting start to a show here. Yeah, we got it right off. Glad you folks joined us for this technical workshop. All right, here comes Jenifer again. Okay, now?
I can hear you now. All of a
Okay.
sudden, we came back and my volume was just gone.
Oh, well, you're back now.
Okay.
So, well done.
Yeah. I
Way
was
to
like,
solve-
all right, I'm leaving and coming back in. That's just how it's going to happen.
When in doubt, reboot. That's how it works.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so, all right, now we're welcoming everyone because we're all here. We'll start off on a downer. If you're one who does prayers, has prayer in your life, put Beth on our own Beth on your list. She has lost 2 friends in the last 10 days to 2 weeks, and she's
Aww.
not with us tonight because she's at a wake for the most recent passing. So keep her and her family in prayers, and of course the families of her friends, because yeah, difficult.
Sorry for that.
Yeah. So put Beth on that list, and then of course everybody who is in the path of these winter storms, and particularly the ones in Texas who have bursting pipes and no power, and that's just ugly. We were watching the news tonight. That is just absolutely ugly. So keep that whole operation in your prayers too, and that they'll have warm weather by the weekend, I guess, but that isn't helping right now by any stretch. So,
Yeah.
very difficult. So if you do the prayer thing, there's 2 more for your list. Be sure and catch the podcast Jenifer and I did today. A great conversation here. But judged by who? We enjoyed
We had fun.
the conversation, especially talking about the Tony Gertis presentation with EGA. That was
Yeah.
that was really good. And another example of why it's worth it to join EGA, because these free lectures they're doing every month are well, we just did our first one, and I'll tell you, it was fantastic. We learned a lot. Yeah.
Yep. We're signed up for the next one, the Shishiko
Right.
stitching, which
Yeah.
I know what it is from quilting, but I don't know like any history or anything. I just know what it is.
Yeah.
That's it. So
That's
it'll be good.
Same here.
Yeah.
I've seen the word. I've seen the word. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
they're free. They're free. They're limited to 100 people, but you have to be a member. And I mean, EGA, even aside from the fact that they sponsor Fiber Talk shows, I just think they're really doing a bang-up job with their organization and education. And that one Saturday that we sat in with Tony Gertis, I mean, it was produced beautifully. They did an excellent job. It was all organized. Didn't have any
Yeah.
trouble. It was very, very well done. So, which reminds me, I want to write to the ladies who handled that to let them know that they did an excellent job all the way around. It was really good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yep. So we talked quite a bit about that on the podcast today
Hmm.
and what we learned and the impressions we had. So be sure and catch that. Sunday now, we have another special show on Sunday. Emily Ferris will be the Sunday podcast guest. And then she's going to do a live show with us at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. She's in England, so we have to do it on Sunday so that we can do it not in the middle of the night for her. So it'll be
Right.
7 o'clock at night for her. But we'll get to talk to Emily and learn about her embroidery work, needle painting, and so on. And that's another thing. We gushed over Jenifer's needle painting in today's
Oh,
podcast too. Yeah,
yes,
she was
my
going to do a demo double, but didn't feel well and he couldn't prepare it. So we'll hold that for another
yeah. So
time.
I'm stitching a little now, but like I didn't get any.
Yeah.
I did, I was getting headachy and just did not feel good last night, so there was no way. And then I had a super busy day, which is so unusual for me. I never have busy days, but today was
Yes.
one.
So we'll have that. We'll save that for another time because I want to
Right.
go through that. Yep. Now,
Yeah.
a big thing we talked about today. I'm pretty excited. I'm very excited about this. Starting March 17, we're going to have a new series. So the first Wednesday, I don't know why I'm putting my hand up here as if I'm delineating the first week on a calendar. I think that's what it is. The first Wednesday is always going to be, when they're available, our tour with the Embroiderers Guild Gallery. That's locked in. Every time that April has one, then we'll be doing one there. Now, on the third Wednesday, starting in March, which will be March 17, St. Patrick's Day, so try to be semi sober for that. Okay? We're going to start a new series that, for right now, I'm calling Thread Talk. But Kathy Ray from Needle in the Haystack is going to each month talk to us about threads, different kinds of threads, whatever. She's got a whole list of topics that she wants to talk about. So we'll have a session on the third Wednesday of every month with Kathy Ray about threads.
Yeah, that'll
And
be really good.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And
I'm
some of this,
excited.
yeah, some of this came from the night that Beth opened her casket when we did the show, and Beth opened her casket,
Hmm.
and we were all asking questions about the various threads, and Kathy was there to help us. And
Yeah.
it was clear there were a lot of questions, and it was clear that we needed somebody with expertise to help us. And so, been having conversations with Kathy about doing this, and we finally got it together. So that'll start in March. So mark that on your calendar
Hmm.
to make that a regular on the third Wednesday. It's always going to be on the third Wednesday as part of the Stitch Hour. It'll be the Stitch Hour, so you can remember it. But yeah, this is going to be really good. So, and if you have ideas, if you have questions that you want Kathy to address, send them to me right up there, Gary at WeTalkFiber.com. Just send an email to me, and I'll pass those on to Kathy. She has a list. We're not desperate for topics, but if you have a topic,
Right.
we want to get that in. So be sure and send those if you have them at any time, and we'll get them on the list for Kathy. So that's going to be March 17. Now back to this month. Next Wednesday, Natalie Dupuis will be with us to talk about color. And Natalie has a new class coming up in the spring on color, and so I asked her as in preparation for that class to come and do a little hour presentation talking about color on next week. Excuse me, on next week's Stitch Hour. So mark that down too, so you don't miss that. Natalie will be here to talk about color with us next Wednesday. Now, lots of people, like I don't know, 4,000 people, something like that, have downloaded the Mary Jane Fry 1861 that Amanda
Wow.
Rowe has provided for us. And you can get that at wetalkfiber.com/MJF1861. You can download that sampler for free. Compliments of Amanda Rowe, the solitary stitcher. And then I had a conversation with Kim just the other day, and she is putting together kits, different thread counts and kits. I think she's going to do DMC and Cosmo. And so she'll have those. Now the problem, as I said in the podcast today, the problem is I talked to Kim, and then I forgot to send her the charts, so she couldn't.
Right.
And so,
Ah.
she has had the chart now for a couple days, but give her a couple of days, and then MJF 1861 kit will give you the link to that. But give her a couple of days because I screwed up the whole thing by not sending her the chart. So she'll get that together. And then Spring Hill is still good to go at Needle and Haystack. So that's wetalkfiber.com/Spring Hill. We'll take you to the page. Get in on that, stitch along. Jennifer flying along. The rest of us not so much. But is that what you're working on tonight?
No, I'm starting to stitch some of that.
Oh, that's
that
right. You're doing the
yeah, and then I was
painting.
working on the June cottage
Ah,
for the Country Cottage Needleworks cottage
yes.
of the month.
Okay.
So I was working on that too.
Okay.
If my eyes get tired, I might switch.
Okay. And then remember the Cosmo Club at Sassy Jacks. So that's wetalkfiber.com/Cosmo or /Cosmo Variegated. And 20 skeins for $21 plus shipping every month of Cosmo threads. And I got mine. This is my collection here of the colors.
Those are so pretty.
The colors for February.
Nice.
So that's nice. And then if you put in FT Cosmo in the code, in the special code thing, then you get 5 free blues, Fiber Talk blues, she calls them. 5 free skeins. 5 free skeins. You say that 5 times fast and see how you do. Yeah.
Well, it is your birthday today, and you're a little older,
yeah.
so
that's right. Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Everybody say happy birthday to Gary.
Well, that's my out as I'm older, so now I
Yes.
can screw up. Okay.
You get a break today because you got old.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, couldn't let that slip by because you almost didn't tell me and Beth, and we had to find out from Facebook. We were like, what?
It's not something that I promote. No.
Oh, see, I like my birthday.
Oh, no, it's not something I promote.
Yeah, everybody says happy
there's
birthday.
Kim. Oh, thanks,
yep,
everybody.
Kim's there.
There's Kim. So, the FT Cosmo gets you the 5 free skeins, the first order. This is what you get the first month. Is all of those.
Kimberly thinks I'm supposed to send you the crown so you can put the crown on.
That would not be happening. So there's your Cosmo. So get in on the Cosmo Thread Club. It's a really good deal and a good way to collect some beautiful thread from the Kim. And Kim will have the kits ready for Mary Jane Fry soon. My fault on that one. Should have sent it to her. I forgot. Giveaways tonight. We have Ann Mahoney made available to us this beautiful piece by Karen Kluba called Inspiration. So that's one chart. We got 3 charts tonight. So, and this one's from Ann Mahoney. That one's a good one there. Yep, look at that.
I've seen that one stitch. That is beautiful.
Oh, have you? You've seen the real deal? Huh?
Yes. Oh. Not in real life, but on another podcast.
Another podcast? You listen to other podcasts? Oh,
occasionally, man.
That hurts. So the inspiration chart is 1. And then from Marianne Cola, Marianne sent me a ton of stuff one day. So from Marianne Cola, we have strawberry and a pillow, Ebenezer's Blessing from Erica Michaels. So that one,
yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, so there'll be a little strawberry and a little pillow that come with that from Erica Michaels. And then from Little Dove Designs, and I put this in intentionally since all of us are freezing our butts off, Winter Warmth. That's a nice one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
Those three, and as always, right up here, you send email to Gary at wetalkfiber.com. Subject is charts, because I couldn't come up with anything creative. So just put in charts for the subject. Please remember to put your name and address in the body of the email, because it's hard for me to send stuff to blank Yeah. So be sure to put that in. And that's just for people who watch the live show. So at the end of the show, we do the drawing. And so if you're watching this after the fact, sorry, not eligible. Just for live show people. So those 3 tonight, right up there at the top are the instructions. They'll stay up there all night. Same thing. Thanks for the birthday greetings, everybody. Appreciate it. Ronnie Rowe winners. I'm sure you guys already have your charts because I know he was taking care of them the next day. Anne Marie Makowski, initial P, Macaulay, Patty, Pam, don't know, and Linda Micheloni. Hope that's right. Were the 3 Ronnie Rowe winners. And I know he wrote to everybody and let you choose what you wanted. And I'm sure he sent them out right away because that's Ronnie. So that was so much fun having him.
Those were beautiful. Those horse ones were amazing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my. And then that flight one, because my husband's an aerospace engineer.
Right.
So the flight one I might have to do. So yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I wish more people knew about him. I really do.
Well, they're getting to because of you and because of the shows you've done with them and stuff.
Yeah.
So
try to promote him as much as
that's
possible because I just love his work. It's really good. Oh, Kim is correct.
Yeah.
P. Macaulay is Pat Macaulay. So Pat Macaulay, you won.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There we go. That's all. That's it. That's all the announcements. See, only half page right there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's all. Yeah, I got. There'll be 5 shows this week. So last night we did a show with Karen and Brendan Kurt of the Linen and Threads. So that'll be coming up.
Ooh.
And you'll want to check this one out. Lorraine Turner recording that with her in the morning. Go to calicohorses.com if you want to be blown away by textile art collages. Go to Calico Horses, CALICO, calicohorses.com, and look at Lorraine's stuff. It is whoa. It is beyond. And so talking with her tomorrow, also talking with the CEO of Rainbow Gallery tomorrow. So we'll be getting that one in. That'll be good. And then Monday night, recorded a show with Yvette Stanton. So all those coming up in March, all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, good lineup. Got a bunch. And people have been sending me names of potential guests, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Have had several recently that I had not ever heard of, did not know of, and we'll be reaching out to them. And if you send me a name and I don't respond, don't take that personal. It's just a matter of time. But I do get them, and I try to get them. But it's like 7 out of 10 people I either never hear from or they decide not to do it. So I try. They're not wasted, but people, it's just hard sometimes to get people. So don't feel like you're wasting your time because they don't show up or you don't hear from me. You're not wasting your time. You're very helpful, and I do appreciate it. But especially if they don't show up as a guest, and sometimes it's a while. Like I've got a couple people that I wrote to 2 or 3 months ago who just couldn't do it at the time, so they're on a list coming up.
Right.
And, life, and one lady had been sick, and she just really needed time to recover, and her business needed time to get back on its feet, and so, I'll get to her. So I do appreciate. I do appreciate all the help that you folks provide with people you think would be interesting guests. So yes, that's it.
Alrighty.
That's all I know.
Yep. I don't know much.
Have we had any questions? We haven't had any questions.
Not really. Everybody says happy birthday, and
yes,
somebody
thanks.
thought they couldn't hear you very well, but then somebody else said they could.
Oh. Usually people complain I'm too loud, so. Oh, what was it? If you write to Ronnie before the end of the month, if you write to Ronnie before the end of the month and order charts from him, and mention Fiber Talk, the shipping is free. So if you weren't here last
Right.
Wednesday, you can get free shipping um, from Ronnie if you just mention Fiber Talk if you place an order, and then yeah, hit up Kim for the kit. She'll fix you up. She's just
Nice.
sitting. All her stuff's in her basement. She's got nothing to do but time. Nothing but time. She's just sitting around. So hit Kim up with an order or two just to keep her from getting bored.
Yeah, I'm sure she's got nothing to do.
Her head's spinning.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Hit Kim up with an order or two. She's just sitting around watching the hours go by. So pound on her a little bit. Yeah,
Goodness.
but yeah. So take advantage of that from Ronnie. Free shipping. Order some things. Mention Fiber Talk, and of course, always if you order from anybody, you mention Fiber Talk. That's appreciated. It really does help people. Yeah, people learn
Yep.
or learn about us that way, or appreciate what we do. Or I don't know what they do. Um, I'm not making any sense. That must be because I'm a year older, right, Jennifer?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. So now I quit making sense, and yeah. Okay.
Yep. Some of your brain cells retired.
Margaret, yeah, is that what it is? Margaret
Yeah.
says today my brain cells are worn out. Looks like it's cold where you are. I tend to generally get cold anyway, so I always have a couple layers on. But yes, it is cold, single digits cold in
Yeah.
Illinois. But it's January or February in Illinois. We're used to it.
Yep. Yep. We're getting more snow tomorrow. So over it. And I have to take Sophie to the vet tomorrow, so I have to drive up to Glastonbury. But it's in the morning, so maybe it won't be too bad.
Yeah. Oh,
So.
Kim's doing Hannah Longstreth on banding. Ooh.
Yep.
Looking forward to that. Yes, I'm bored. Please help. She lies. She's not bored. But swamp her, folks. Place some orders and swamp her. Yeah, just give her. She's just sitting there in the basement with rows and rows of threads and charts. So make her load some into envelopes and send them out. Yeah, I'm going to switch to because I want to stitch while we talk.
Yeah, so, I can angle my camera too.
Yeah, so do that, and I'm going to.
I don't know if you can really see because of my white.
We'll soon know. Yeah, I can see you. We see you. Nanette is on page 9 of Christian Henry sampler. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, update. Hannah Longstreth update. Oh, there's yes. Kathy asking about Hannah. Okay, this is Hannah right here. Right here. This is Hannah. This is my life this week. So Sunday night, I finished the last motif. So here, I can show the whole thing. So Sunday night, I finished the last motif. Here, I'm cutting you out of this for a second, Jennifer.
Yeah, it's fine.
So there's Hannah in all her glory, all finished. Scrolled up, motifs all done, every one of them.
That's awesome.
And so all I have to do is this squiggly line across the bottom and put my name on it. So I finished Sunday night. I don't know how I got this stuff on here. What is this? So I finished Sunday night and thought Monday night for sure that I'll finish the whole thing. I haven't touched it since Sunday night. So
oh jeez.
Yeah, so I just got to put that squiggly border on the bottom, put my name on it, and Hannah will be done. But I have to say I'm really happy with it.
Oh yeah, that is so beautiful. Really oh my goodness, yeah. That is awesome. You're going to be so happy to have that on your wall and walk by and look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really happy with it. It's a great sampler, and plus it's big, and I'll have finished it, so that's really good.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. So the next, I don't know, next 3 days or so, I should be able to get that border in. I would hope I could do that, but I mean, it's just a matter of getting a couple hours to stitch. So
will this be the first cross stitch that you've finished ever?
Oh no.
Oh, have you finished stuff before? I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, is this his first one that he's finished?
No, heavens no.
Oh, okay.
No. First one of this size, and the first and the first reproduction sampler that I finished.
Mm-hmm.
I've got several started, but this is the first one I will have actually finished. Of course, I should probably finish it before I claim that, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this will be that for sure. Yeah. Um, but yeah, if
Nice.
I
Yeah,
can't get
I
a
just
squiggly line in the name in the next week, I should just be moved on.
yeah, that's awesome. And then you're gonna get right on Spring Hill? Is that the
Yes, that's
idea?
next. Yeah, Teal Elder, her sister-in-law, asked about the bug who's all wonky, and
Oh, yep.
yep, Teal says needs a chiropractor. That's right. Yep,
Yep.
chiropractor bug. This poor guy right here, right on the bottom.
Yeah,
He needs a
I
spinal
know.
column adjustment right there. Yep,
Yep. I
poor little
remember
guy.
seeing that and I saw it and I was like, I wonder if he really did make a mistake. So I went and pulled up a picture online and I saw it. I was like, no, he didn't make a mistake. That's how it is.
Nope, needs a good spine snapping from the old chiropractor. Yep,
Yep.
yep, poor guy. Um, well, so I'm anxious to see Kim's on banding.
Yeah. That'll be neat.
Business question, Kim. What's your banding supply like? Do you still have a lot of it, or are you low? Need inquiring minds want to know.
Mm.
Teresa, he's just dancing while the others are standing still. Well, that's putting a
There
positive
you
spin on
go.
it. That's putting a positive spin on it. Okay, we can go with that. I still think he
Yeah.
needs a chiropractor.
He's just wiggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to talking and stitching at the same time. I'm like, what can I say? I've been watching NCIS again
It's a good one.
because I am obsessed. I just got through where they rescued Ziva.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that one.
yeah, that show. I give that show credit. They keep it from getting stale.
Mm-hmm.
So many of them just lose their stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Melanie, we're certainly glad to have you here, late or not. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Thanks for showing up. I think we need another Melody guest appearance. I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
I think she must have like 50 new things that she can show us, since the last time. So.
Yep. I need to get finishing things. Like I have a bunch of stuff that I need to sew into pillows and stuff, and I am going to work on doing that. Making myself get in my sewing room and sew and finish some things.
Okay, we'll look forward to looking at them.
Yeah. Just gotta get going on it.
You know what the highlight of Hannah was?
Hmm.
The highlight of Hannah was the last time I had to use a length of NPI 835. This one right here. The last time I had to use the length of that, because these little vines are everywhere, and it gets so
Right.
old. It just gets old
Mm-hmm.
because they squiggle all over, so you have to watch where you're stitching all the time. It just gets so old.
Yeah.
And the last one
Oh
I
my
put in,
gosh.
and then on the last one, I thought, oh, I'm all done with it, and then I'd made an error, so I had to tear
Oh
some of it out. It's like
no.
just slap me again.
Oh
But
no.
now, no more. That's it. Yep.
Nice.
Let's see. Cindy Russell's needlework. I think Cindy's. I think I got. Did I get that Cindy Russell's from through Sharon Bruce? I think. I could be dead wrong, but Cindy Russell's stuff
Oh.
is fantastic. if you watch the skim, if you don't watch the video, I mean, most people by far listen to the podcast through a podcast app. But if you look at the video, there's 2 or 3 Cindy Russell pictures in there that are, yeah, her stuff is phenomenal. I got to find a way to do a show with her because we need to meet with her and talk with her because her work is just gorgeous. And that reminds me,
Yeah.
still could use pictures from people that I can use for the videos and Instagram on the Wednesday shows. So if you want to send me photos of your work, we'd really appreciate it. Comes in awful handy to give extra pictures. Jennifer and Beth usually have 2 or 3 or 4. Or
yeah, whatever we're working on.
Oh, and if you go to wetalkfiber.com for today's podcast, you get to see Sophie modeling some kind of knitting.
Yes, Miss Sophie. That's her sweater that I'm making that I haven't worked on in a week.
some kind of half-finished knitting thing.
Yes, well, that's the collar. I'm trying it on as I go just to make sure. Oh, somebody says put Jenifer back on. Am I not on?
Oh, I forgot. Oh,
I didn't notice.
No, you're not, but you will be.
I wasn't looking at the right screen. Oh, okay.
There's Jenifer. Yeah, Jenifer is needle painting out of Trish Burr's Color Confidence book, which everyone should own. All of my Mary Jane Fry kits are posted on the website. Oh, look at this, Kim. Okay, so I will. Are they all on one page, Kim? Holy smokes! So, because I did one link, I have one link that I'll just redirect. So it's MJF 186 or 1861 kit. If they're all on one page, that'll be easy. I said earlier today, Color Confidence and Embroidery by Trish Burr was one of 2 books you would suggest. What was the second one of hers? That would be hang on, I'm going to put me on. I'm just going to switch screens so you don't have to do anything. So Color with Confidence, I think is that one for sure. And then I am a big fan of Trish Burr's White Work with Color because I think that is incredibly innovative surface embroidery stuff. So White Work with Color is the one that I would suggest as a second one.
Yeah, that White Work with Color one. Yeah. So I got the book that has 70 different.
Yeah, I'm switching to you because you had them out earlier. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you just hold them under your camera there. There we go. Hang on.
We'll figure it out.
There. So yeah, so you got embroidery transfers.
Right. So this has some from each book. Like we can show just the front pictures, right?
Yep.
So needle painting embroidery, it has some. And then, this is from Color Confidence. And then these ones here are from Miniature Needle Painting Embroidery. Oh no, how is my battery low? Don't do that. Gotta be kidding.
And that book is all iron-on transfers.
Right.
Yeah.
And then here's some from that White Work with Color.
Right.
Oh my goodness, these are so awesome.
So that book, if you just want a ton of projects and the
different transfers, different styles, Yeah. So, and then it just has the little transfers and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then I got the Redute's Finest Flowers.
Bless you, what?
Redute.
Okay.
I looked up how to say that. Pierre Joseph Redute.
Okay.
And I don't have the big old book. He did paintings of flowers and stuff that were like kind of like those studies that they did way back in the day, where they would show like the bud and then the flower fully bloomed and the different sections of leaf and stuff.
Yeah.
And so she did some of some flowers from his drawings, paintings,
Yeah.
watercolors, whatever they were.
So that's the one you
But
got. This, yeah.
mm-hmm.
And then the other one, I have 3 of hers, so I'm cutting you out now.
All right.
I have 3 of hers because I have her new. When we did the show a couple weeks ago, the Q book. This is really good. This is like Jenifer was saying, different flowers in different stages. So like she has this as a sampler of buds and flowers, and
Mm-hmm.
she has all the instructions. She always has all the instructions, and then this kind
Yeah.
of a thing. And then she includes the iron-on transfers for it too. So you get a package. You get in the front, in this sleeve here, you get a package of the iron-on transfers for all the projects in the book, and you can use them multiple times. It's not a one-shot deal. And then this is hardbound, like it's a hardbound book, but it's really just a sleeve because the paperback book comes out. So
you were talking about that.
It's very slick. So you have this shell, but then the paperback book comes out, so it's more flexible for holding open for projects and stuff. And, and she has all kinds of stuff in there. That's another book to have. I mean, I don't think she has a bad book, but these are the ones that we own. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, those are the books.
Yep, they're amazing. That color confidence one is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of work she put into and stitching all of the different color combinations and oh my goodness.
That really is. Yeah. You've already learned. Look how much you've learned out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I only had it a couple days.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yes, I'm trying. I start on, I go left to right and I start on the side, and for some reason my starting, okay, not always, this is my second time. I can't say always. So far, twice now. When I start, my first starting side's all wonky.
Oh. And then you get unwonky?
Yeah,
Kim, and then somebody's asking here where to get books. Sandy's asking where to get books. Kim, you can get Trisha's books, right? I think Kim can. And as we've already established, she's got nothing to do, so.
My small cross stitch from today was, it's right here. Let me take it out of the wrapper so it's not shiny. Am I on?
No, but you will be.
Okay.
It's going to be a heartwarming moment. There you go.
This is Lil Abby's Love by Abby Rose Designs. And then I changed some colors because I didn't want it all dark, and I don't know, I just changed some colors. So, and I left off the border.
That's neat.
So yeah, that's what I did.
You can make a pillow or something out of it?
Yeah, I think so. So then here, so this was interesting. On here, this background part, I'm using the variegated floss, and I started off doing a row, and it left like a big dark spot, and then it faded, and it was going to leave these weird streaks, and I didn't want that. So what I did is I went diagonal and diagonal all the way across.
Oh, look at you.
And so it gives a different effect.
Yep.
I'd like to try, but I should experiment with something that's like much more pronounced variegation to see, like, you can really see what happens,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so
play with it, yeah.
that was interesting. because I didn't want the stripies, but I like the color.
Yeah, no, striping stuff looks, yeah, it doesn't work.
Sometimes it's okay, but not for then. So.
Right. So, okay, yep. So Kim can get the book, can get Trish Burr's books, and she's bored, so hit her up. I say it enough times, people actually think she's bored.
I know. Be like, really?
So yeah, those are the Trish Burr books, but I don't think there is a bad Trish Burr book.
You know,
I really don't.
I don't think so.
And I bought Cruel Birds, Hazel Blomkamp's Cruel Birds.
Oh yeah, I have that one.
That's another one.
I have that one. When you did the show with her, I went and bought like 2 or 3. I have 3 books. I have Cruel Intentions, Cruel. What's the first one called? I have it right here. Cruel Twists. Yep, and Cruel Birds. Those are another one that I want to. That one I have like a specific project in mind for those. So.
Yeah, hers is a good book too.
Yeah. This one, I was just like, you know what? I need to try that. Yeah. So I'm buying the book and I'm doing it. And it came and I read it and I did it. Now I'm trying a second one. So I made my base here for the lightest color really long and really thick, because this one I made it really shallow. So we'll see if it does better.
Okay.
It looks like somebody with blonde hair and their bangs over their forehead.
I think it's interesting. Where's the Shishikyo class you're taking? It's a lecture. It's a lecture, EGA lecture. A free lecture on the 13th, Saturday the 13th. But you have to be an EGA member. And you better hurry, because last I looked, registration started Monday, and last I looked, there were less than 20 slots open. So, but even so, get on a list. Get on the waiting list.
Yeah, they said they have a wait list. So.
Yeah, but
you never know. People.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, people, can't go at the last minute or something. So.
Yeah. So, but you have to be a member. You have to be an EGA member, but just be a member at large. Then you don't have meetings or anything.
Right.
And I always say that like having like these local chapters are a bad thing. They're not. It just doesn't fit my schedule. Local chapters are great. They just don't. I struggle to make meetings, so.
Right.
It's just a personal thing. And I normally stitch much, much faster than what you're seeing, but I'm doing it at a weird angle because I'm looking through my magnifier and keeping it out of the way of the camera, and it's really distorting. It's hard to see. So.
Yeah.
So this is not why it takes me forever to do stuff, because I'm so. I'm not this.
I can't do stuff that I need the magnifier if we're showing, because it's in the way. There's just no way for my setup for it to work.
No. It works for me, but this is way over in the corner and it's hard. It's a bad angle. That's my excuse. I'm sticking with
it. All right, we're going to put the second color in. See how that goes. And I did end up having to go out and buy 351. I swear I have that color somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it fell through the couch or something.
Oh. Josie, go to the education section and you'll find the egausa.org. Go to the education section and you'll find the lectures there.
Yeah, I think it's virtual lectures, it says.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're right. Yep.
Something like that. But it is under the education tab.
So, yeah, so that's where you can find it. Tony Gertis did a tremendous job. It was really good.
Yeah, that was really interesting. shapes.
But yeah, you're right. As soon as I finish Hannah here, well, two things are going to happen. One is I got to get started on Spring Hill, and then I'm going to do what you're doing, try some needle painting.
Yeah. Just to try a pedal, like, what I'm doing. You don't have to go and plan some big old project and stuff.
No,
Just,
it's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do exactly what you're doing. Because I have this book. I'm getting to be like Arlene Cohen. I guess I'd stick in many books. In the library. I don't know.
you should see, I have a library of quilting books. Then I have a library of knitting books. And in the knitting books is also crochet books. And then I am starting to get a library of cross stitch and needlepoint books and charts. And it's getting crazy. Then there's just my normal library because, I do have a normal library. Because I read a lot.
Like cultural books?
Just books. All kinds of books.
Yeah, see, I bought this. Mary Corbett has been working on this. Ricamare il Mare. Sea to Stitch
right.
by Elisabetta Sforza.
Mm-hmm.
And Mary Corbett has been doing this M, or a variation.
Yeah.
And I bought this book a long time ago because the colors, there's lots of blues, and I love ocean themes. And this is all just initials. It's all initials with these ocean themes. And I want to do some surface embroidery, but I feel like I need to just do what you're doing, practice to get better at it. So when I do one of these things, I'll really feel like it's coming out. But I just love the color combinations she has. And
yeah,
I love the theme, the ocean themes. So coming up.
Yeah, it's those. I do love that. That stuff is beautiful.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to start working on that needle painting and embroidery, surface embroidery.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Melanie Smith collect all the books. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I know.
Yeah. Oh, another thing you can hit Kim up. Kim's a shop owner here tonight. It's the only one I know. If there's another one, make yourself visible. But Kim has either on the way or has linens from Brendan and Karen Kirk. Oh man, they're doing some beautiful stuff with linen. Hit Kim up for some of that linen.
Who's that?
The linen and threads stitch along that Brendan does.
Yeah, I know who they are. Okay.
Okay, so Fox and Rabbit Designs is their website, but
right.
They're also dyeing linen.
Oh, okay.
In some beautiful colors, and it's wholesale, so you have to get it through the shop. But just really some beautiful colors, and Brendan is now doing that full time. And really some beautiful colors. Okay, Kim has them. They're on her website. So yeah, so hit her up for those because some of those colors are flat out just beautiful. And we talk about that in the show when we recorded. But,
nice.
Yeah, just buy some linen. Just buy a couple yards.
I'm starting to get quite the supply of linen too. Like, there's all my quilting fabric and.
See, it's good for you.
But it is like, so I know some people just buy fabric just to buy it. Even with quilting, I did not do that. It needed to have an immediate reason to be purchased.
Mm.
So I wish I had followed that rule for my knitting yarn, which I did not. Now I am overwhelmed with knitting yarn.
You have some spare stitching money. I don't think you can go wrong buying some linens or buying some cross stitch or some needlepoint canvas just to have as a supply. I don't think
it's handy because like my little project is like, okay, what do I have? How big do I want it to be? I go through all the bits. That's too dark. That's too light.
But
and then I'm like, okay,
something that'll work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you find the one you do want. So then you're like, okay, well, I don't like how that looks on that color. So I'll just change the black urn to white because the white will show up really pretty. And, and that's when you start making changes because, yeah. Or I'll find a piece and I'm like, well, I really want it to look like this. And I'm like, okay, so I can dye it to do that. So I'll just go dye it and, you know, because, you know, I'm very do it yourself. So,
Yes, that we do know. Yes,
yeah, yes,
you have the do-it-yourself gene in you.
I do. I do Sophie's hair. She does not go to a groomer. I do her own haircut and everything, clip her nails, all that stuff. I used to cut my own hair, but I don't do that anymore. Well, except for a couple weeks ago, I chopped off a bunch at the end because it was all, I didn't like it. It was all layered and I wanted it blunt, so I chopped it off. But, you
Well,
know.
Melanie mentioning, definitely, thank you, Melanie. Check out Krista West at Avlia. She is doing some really good embroidery kits.
Yeah, I've seen on Instagram.
Yes, thanks, Melanie. Good point. She is really doing some beautiful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should. Oh, yeah, that linen from Brennan and Karen is beautiful. What time is it? Oh, it's already.
I don't know. What time is it? Oh, 10 till.
Well, I was gonna say, Kim, fire up a camera and we'll put you on, but it'll take too long. So, because she could show some of that linen, because it really is beautiful.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We'll do it another week. So what have we done here? Sassy Jacks. Now we've established that we can get the Mary Jane Fry kits in all kinds of different ground cloths and threads. So we've established that we can get Cosmo threads. What else were we doing? We can get Trish Burr books. We can get
Nice.
banding. I didn't see an answer to my question about that, about Kim's. But we can get banding. We can get Brendan and Karen Kirk linens. I think so. I think we've done a nice list of shopping things for Kim.
Oops. Nice.
Things that everybody should own.
Yes. So I know that Kim has needles for, you know, tapestry needles and stuff, but for like the needle painting, does she have the needles,
Embroidery?
what kind did it say in the book that she used?
Sharp needles?
No, I'm using sharps. She was using something else. Let me look. I got it right here. Fabric. Where's the page where it said needles? She says she uses number 9 and 10 crewel needles.
Okay.
I didn't have crewel needles.
I think those are just.
I had chenille needles, but chenille needles are like cross stitch needles but pointy.
Yeah.
But I did have sharps, so for quilting.
Yeah. So what's wrong with that?
Yeah, nothing. I guess
Yeah, this works.
I didn't really know. She has tulip embroidery needles, she says.
Okay. Well, then I'll be ordering afterwards, because I bought a bunch. I bought a bunch of embroidery needles many months ago. And I am here to tell you, I've been through this operation 10 times. I cannot find them. I do not know what happened.
Oh no.
But if Kim has tulip embroidery needles, I'll be ordering afterwards then.
Right.
Those are very nice needles.
Nice.
Because yeah, I can't find. I know I have a whole set, and so you know the best way to find them will be to order a new set of stuff.
Exactly. And then will miraculously show up.
Right. The minute I open the package, it comes in the mail. I open it, and then the others will just be like laying on the table.
Yep.
Guaranteed. Yep.
That's funny. Yeah.
But crewel needles. I mean, that's just sharp embroidery needles, right? There aren't special needles for just crewel, are there?
She says she uses crewel ones, and that sharps would work. Because I know that sharps and betweens, they look like the same kind of thing, but betweens are for hand quilting, and sharps are for hand piecing.
Oh, well, maybe there is a difference.
So, somebody that deals with this a lot more could say more about it.
Seems to me that if it has a point that'll pierce you in a heartbeat, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Tulips are the only ones I can use, along with Pat Carson. I've heard those Pat Carsons are nice.
Right. Isn't that for people that have like a nickel allergy or something?
I think so.
Because I've heard that some people that the needles bother some people's fingers.
Let's see. Kim has 9 and 10 crewel also, only I don't know if they're on the website. So there is a difference then, embroidery and crewel needles. Okay. I've learned something tonight.
Yeah. I think the embroidery ones, like I do have some embroidery ones. They were bigger size, but they're long. They were like size 7 and 8, but they were like 2 inches long.
Oh.
And I was like, and plus they were just too big. So.
And Kim has Pat Carson needles too. Well, we're just establishing that Kim has just about everything we need here tonight. And so
Very
just,
good.
She has just about everything we need and she's bored. So there we have
Mm-hmm.
it. There we have it. I think that we can put those two things together and everybody will win.
Oops. Don't snag the one next to it while you're working on the other one. Goodness.
Oh, longer eye. Lori Mann says embroidery needles, same as sharps, but with a longer eye.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So there's a difference then. So I need to get more educated. Crewel needles, the eyes
Right.
are the same diameter as the shank. Oh. Oh, okay. So crewel needles then are the same kind of design as Milner needles because that's the same thing with Milner needles.
Right. That way you can do those bullion stitches because that needs to be all the same. Otherwise, you have a problem getting your bullion stitch.
Right.
Because you wrap, and then pull through.
Now here's a shocking piece of information, Jenifer.
Yes.
Kim pointing out that Mary Corbett has an article about all the different kinds of needles. Now I am stunned. I am stunned to know that Mary Corbett has an article about something that has to do with needlework. I am shocked.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's funny. Well, her website was really good too for when I was doing the practicing the cut work and I wanted to do this where you gather the threads in this chain stitch thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have that chicken sitting around here somewhere? Oh, here. Oh, camera. So when I gathered in the chain stitch here, and so Mary Corbett's website was the one that helped me figure out and had really good instructions on how to do that.
There we go.
And then, you can see how when you cut the cluster box on the incorrect side, it leaves whiskery bits. And then if you cut it on the correct side, it doesn't leave them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was my practice.
Okay. Whiskery bits,
practice.
Is that what you feed Sophie?
No, I make Sophie her own food.
I know.
She's very spoiled.
Yeah, she's spoiled.
She is spoiled rotten. She's laying over here, sleeping on the chair underneath a blankie that I crocheted. Oh, yes. Here. We will show everybody the Sophie. Can you see the Sophie?
Oh, yeah, there she is, suffering right away.
There, look at her. Oh, my goodness. And what's that behind her? Royal Garden. Oh. And my big pile of quilting projects that are needing finished. So, yes, there we go. That was a brief visit of the rest of my room. The Sophie keeping me company. Yeah, that's how much I got done on Royal Garden.
I'm ahead of that. Jeez.
But it's on my list. It's on my WIPGO list, so I will get to it.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that.
It is going to happen. And my Dawn to Dusk is on the list, and it's sitting over there going, remember me? Thought you loved me.
Folks, be sure and get your name in for the drawing tonight if you're interested in trying to win those charts. And remember, if you order from Ronnie Rowe in February, you get free shipping if you mention Fiber Talk, but you got to mention Fiber Talk. And that URL, wetalkfiber.com/MJF1861 kit that gets you the kits for Mary Jane Fry. I will set that up right away after the show so it works. But you can just go to Kim's site and just look for Mary Jane Fry and get kits for that. The chart's free, and and Kim has the kits, so it makes it easy for you. And Amanda Rowe sent me another sampler that she sent me all the different. The pages are all separate PDFs, so I got to put it all together. But we'll have another one from Amanda coming up, and Kim will have kits for those too. And I'll remember to send it to Kim ahead of time so that we actually have our act together. It's going to be exciting.
Wow. That'll be cool.
There, Jennifer's room looks like Sandy P's sewing project room, except there's no space for an upholstered chair. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's my comfy chair that reclines and my legs can go out. I sit there to use my spinning wheel. And yeah.
Here's a classic example of what happens to me when we do these shows and I stitch.
Oh no.
Well, I just stitch and I forget that I need to count. So I only needed six crosses on the angle, and I just kept going and did like 10 or 12 here.
Oh no.
So we'll be taking these out.
I don't know. I think this is kind of. First couple rows are always. Again, for the second time that I've done this, first couple rows are weird.
In your vast experience of needlework.
I know, right? I always do this. Yeah.
I've done a pedal and a 16th.
I know, right? Jeez.
Speaking as a veteran needle painter.
My goodness. I know. It's like always. No, you don't always. This is the second time you've done it.
For all you rookies out there, here's a pro tip.
I know.
Gosh. Oh, you've done a lot of it? Oh, yeah. I did a pedal and this little bit here. Yep.
Yeah, a pedal and a smidge. Yeah.
I'm now offering pro tips. Thank you very much.
Crazy. We'll see. You just got to keep going after it, and eventually you'll get the hang of it and see,
yep,
where you're doing it wrong. And like, I'd be curious, that the way I set up the first row, I'm curious if, is that correct? Like, would Trish Burr be like, yeah, that's good, or no, you need to do it more like this? You know what I mean?
Is there really a right or wrong?
I don't know. If you want it to look like hers, there might be. So she would be the one to ask, because, I hope my phone doesn't die. It was telling me, I don't know how, my phone was running out of juice today. I did not use it that much. I don't know what the deal.
Well, if it does, we'll be among the first to know, won't we?
Yeah, because I'll suddenly just be gone, because it was like 20%, and then a few minutes ago it told me I was at 10%. So yeah. But I mean, we're almost done, so I might have a premature goodbye.
Okay.
If I suddenly just disappear, that's why. And because I have my earphones plugged in to the hole, I can't plug in a power source.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you may not be able to hear me very well.
It would be tough.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I'm going across the bottom now. Oh,
I know.
I've turned the
It's
corner. I'm going across
exciting.
the bottom of Hannah Longstreth. Look out.
So are you going to sit and finish it, or do you have to go do other?
No, I have to go edit articles for the magazine because I
Oh,
spent all day getting ready for podcast interviews. So now I have to
right.
actually have to do the paying job work.
Yes.
Oops.
Yeah.
It's
You'll.
that or get up at 5 o'clock and start one or the other. But
Oh my goodness. See, I could never do that.
the
I am a
magazine,
night owl.
the magazine has got to start moving. So
So do you edit one or two magazines?
just one now. It used to be two. Just one.
Okay, because I had thought it was two, but I
It
wasn't sure
was.
anymore.
It was, and then the company got sold, and we got rid of one, and so now we're down to just one magazine, and it's only 9 issues a year, so
Oh, okay.
it's not too bad. But then one of our salespeople just sold 5 podcasts, so I got to do those, which will take some prep work.
Sold podcasts. What? How do
Five,
you?
five podcasts with industry, people. So
Oh, like he said that you're gonna do them, so now you have to
yeah,
set them up to.
I'm gonna record them. Yeah, so I got to interview
Oh,
those people.
okay.
Those take a lot.
Oh.
Those take a lot of prep work because.
Oh, so you do podcasts and stuff for other stuff as well, not
Yeah, I
just
do.
this.
Yeah, I do for the magazine. Yeah,
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
yeah, I do.
I mean, I know back in the day you had the aquarium thing.
Right. Yeah, no, I do. I interview CEOs and that kind of people for manufacturing companies. Yeah.
Oh, well, see, that's why you're so good at interviewing because you've had just so much practice because you're really good at it.
Oh, well, thanks.
You know, I've always thought you were really good at it.
Well, thanks.
Sure.
I always just think I get by, but
Oh, no, I think you're good. See, I don't know if I'd be so good. Because you can listen to what they're saying, but still have a really good follow-up question ready to go. Like, I don't think my brain could work that fast.
that is the trick. I will say that is the trick. You have to be able to do both things at once.
Yeah.
And then monitor the recording itself to make sure that the sound levels are right and everything.
Right.
I will admit, yeah.
Because you're very good, and you can tell you're paying attention. You're not like just having some question ready. That
No.
you can tell you're paying attention to what they're saying, and you come up with really good questions right away, or maybe you had one sort of planned, and I don't know, but it's yeah.
Not always. No, a lot of that's on the fly.
Well, see, you're much quicker thinking than I am.
For an old guy.
That's for sure. Yeah, for an old guy. And then I wonder here, like the way I finish off on the back, I take like little tiny, I go under and then I like take 2 or 3 strands and kind of loop them and I do it like 2 or 3 times. And you can't really see on the back where I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that the right way? Because how else do you do it? You've got to loop it a couple times to make sure it doesn't unloop.
Right. Well, see, Mary Corbett will do little tiny pin stitches.
Oh.
Like 2 or 3, like really tiny, like just maybe over one strand.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can't
In
see
between.
those. Yeah.
That's true.
And you can't see those at all, and it isn't coming out.
Oh, because the way I've been starting is I've been doing an away knot.
Oh no, just
and
do a
then
little
kind of
pin
just
stitch. No.
stitching over it. And then I'm like, is that going to fall out?
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. No, you should do little tiny,
Oh,
little tiny pin stitches, like barely
because
visible.
yeah, and the way it goes over it, it's gonna cover.
Right. No, yeah, don't do away knots for that stuff. Yeah, it'll probably come out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering on.
But no, yeah,
See,
just
it doesn't cover that in the book, so
yeah, no. She doesn't show
I'm
that.
very
Trish doesn't show that in
not
one of her
in.
books. I bet she
Not
does.
in the color one, and I had the color one before I had the other ones.
I think she uses the same technique Mary does. They probably got it from each other. But yeah, just do like little tiny.
Teeny tiny pin stitches.
Yeah, Trish does. She shows it like in the color one. She just makes little stitches.
Did she say it? Where did she say it in color one? What page?
In white work with color.
Oh, I
Page
don't have that
56.
one.
Yeah, but yeah, I think she does it in all of them.
Because I didn't see anything about doing little pin stitches.
I'll look. Just a minute.
Because, you know, but I could just be blind.
Oh, see, the color one doesn't give you. I don't think it gives you.
No, it has like a very basic page of here's how to do a long and short stitch, and that's it.
Yeah, she doesn't give all the detailed startup information in that book. But
yeah,
but just go to Mary's site, and she shows you how to start surface embroidery
right
threads. And because you need to have that button down so you have tension on that first one.
Yeah, I mean, I do because I have a knot, and then I cut it off later. But then I'm like,
it's going to work loose, I think.
That's what I think.
Unless you.
But this is just my practice, so it doesn't matter.
unless you've pierced it somewhere.
Well, yeah, I'd have to pay attention to try to pierce it, though. Yeah. Who knows if I did or not? I don't know. Okay, I'll try the pin stitch on the next part.
Oh yeah, Allie Dudley. What are we talking about with Allie? Oh, she was tremendous. What did Allie do? I missed it.
I don't know. Kim says I could use my petals for dragonfly wings. Ooh. But would I have to do something special to cut them out? Do I have to put the wire, or can I just cut them out and then sew them down?
I don't know.
I could try, right?
Oh, Allie got a job at a local craft school, so she'll be back with us at the shop when we reopen. Oh, great. That's the school just down the road then that she talked about in the interview? Oh, good for her. So she left that farm then, Kim, where she was at. She's got a lot of talent, that young lady. Well, that'll be a real asset for the shop to have her back. Oh. That'll be my opinion from a remote location. That it will be an asset for the shop. No, she's great. Allie's really, really good.
Oops.
Took her goats and moved back home to Virginia. Yeah, she was living on this farm where she actually was going to grow flax and learn how to make.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then
Have you seen what goes into making linen? It is intense. Like, we have a festival out here in the spring for Sheep and Wool, Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival, and they had one demonstration where somebody was dressed up in the old-fashioned clothes and had the flax thing where you have to crunch the flax and you have to do all this stuff to the. It is intense what you have to do to flax to turn it into linen.
Yeah, I watched. There was a video, some guy in Ireland or something that had a little patch in his backyard, and it showed that. I couldn't believe all the work he had to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
There must be machines.
I'm sure there's now, but back in the day.
Yeah.
They were. They were doing it by hand. Carrie says I should buttonhole around the petals before I cut them out. If I cut them out, okay.
There. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, you need a buttonhole.
Right. I didn't know if you do the buttonhole first or if you do the buttonhole second, or I guess you could do it second if you decide. You're like, oh, look at that. I want to cut that out.
I have a book. I have a Jane Nicholas book on how to do all that. But Josie's learning from you, so keep going, Jenifer.
Oh, okay. Nice, yeah. Oops, see, look, I was just right now going to do my little knot. I'm not going to do the knot.
Try something different.
I know, right? I'm on autopilot is what.
There. Annette says put the wire on the back and catch it with buttonhole on the front. There you go.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a lot of guesswork. Most unbelievable thing with Hannah Longstreth is you do this border in this gold color all the way around all
Mm-hmm.
three sides, and on the bottom, for some reason, she changed colors. She must have run out of thread.
Oh my
I thought
goodness.
it was an error, but yeah, the whole bottom is a different color of thread for the
Oh
border.
wow.
It's so weird.
Is it similar or is it like totally
I don't
different?
know. I didn't even look. I just saw that it was a different color. I figured I'd get to it when I did. 764.
Oh.
Let me just look since I have them handy. Oh yeah, it's completely different. See?
Oh, okay.
Here, look at that. Can you see that?
Interesting. I guess where you have to move it up a little or over
Hmm?
because we're split screened and
Oh, here, I'll just take you off. Maybe. There. See that? Oh, she died. I wondered what happened to Jennifer. Jennifer's phone died. Oops. Well, anyway, Jennifer, you can see that it's a very different color that goes on the bottom. Wondered what happened. So the wire goes in with buttonhole before the short and long. Yeah, that's the normal way. Yeah. Well, thanks, Kim. Appreciate that. I admit to being picky. I admit it. Well, now we've lost Jennifer. So there we go. Bye, y'all. Time. Oh, it's 8:17. Okay, well, since Jennifer's gone and it's 20 after, we should probably end this thing. Join us Sunday now. Mark down Sunday, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Be with Emily Ferris. That'll be fun. And all the things we listed for Kim, hit her up. She's bored. Oh, Jennifer's found power. Hi. Hi, Jennifer's back.
I
You're quite the talent. Quite the talent.
it's on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
so yeah, so I was just
are we done?
just wrapping this thing up.
No.
Up at the top there, get your thing in so you can get in the drawing. Make sure you. Oh, thanks,
Yeah, I
Kim.
can't hear anything.
That's
Okay.
very kind of you,
Bye.
Kim. Thanks. So do that. Join us Sunday at 2 o'clock Eastern time. Hit Kim up. She's bored out of her mind. She needs something to do. We're out. Bye, everybody.